Okay, so in this video, I'm basically going to be pressing my hair out a little bit straighter than the last video that you saw. And I'm going to be using my flat iron, and I have some oil right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to pour some oil in a bowl because I don't really want to use a nozzle or anything. This is very loose oil. So, yep. That's all I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using that. And let me get me something to... I think I'm going to use this brush to start off with. I have another one of these, but I'm just going to use this right now. So, just going to go in between my scalp. Hold on. Because I don't need them type of problems. So, yeah, so how are you guys doing? Oh my gosh. Cover this up real quick. So yeah, if you watched my other videos, you will notice that in the beginning I was talking about how I had waited like 3 months, but then I found out that I went back and I looked on my phone and I found out that it was actually 6 months since the last time that I had really washed my hair. And I had just been keeping it up in braids and, rebraiding it and doing different stuff to it as far as braiding it and using a protective style. But I wasn't actually putting a lot of effort into it. So that's why I'm saying I'm basically trying to work on, doing better. So I don't know if I'm going to brush it first and try to get the oil to go downward while it's not really straight, or I'm probably going to just go straight in, to be honest, and just do like this type of thing right here. Kind of allow the oil to kind of go into the strands instead of trying to comb it out, because it's still kind of kinky. So I don't want to cause any problems. So now I'm scared. Because it's at 450, boo, and it's hot. And then that oil. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit straighter. And it smells kind of good, too. Ooh, I like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, because I really want to prepare this for a style. And also, I want to do something exciting coming up in my next video. So that's going to be a surprise. If it's not a surprise to y'all, well, it better be a surprise to y'all. It's going to be a surprise to me. That's what I really have been waiting to do. So I'm just going to straighten it. What type of shows do y'all like to watch? Like, I think I'm gonna check out that Baddies Atlanta, because I haven't really seen that one, but I love Bad Girls Club. Like, oh, I really like Bad Girls Club. That's like horrible because it's like too much drama, but I don't know, I just like it. But yeah. So this is gonna be pretty much the whole process. And like I want to talk about how I'm just not going in on the. Oh, see how nice that is? See how nice that is coming there? I just want to talk about how I'm not really. I do not like the wash and go. Like when I was younger, like in high school, I think I kind of did that method and just like threw my hair in a nice big ponytail. And I just like wore it like that all the time, which I'm pretty sure I have pictures that I can even show you. But it's like it's just like it's a mess for me. Like I'm not really into the curly thing right now. I love the fact that my hair can go back curly because I would never get a perm again. I just don't see it. I don't see it ever happening. I don't see it ever happening. Like, but as far as like the washing goes, that's just not me. Like, it's just too much trouble. Now, maybe when my hair gets longer, I might change my mind. But right now, it's like I can't do no wash and go. Like, what? Like, more like a watch me not go, because that ain't gonna be right. Like, it's not gonna be right. So, I'm not even worried about clean parts. Now, when I was talking about like the clean parts, I was really talking about mainly for washing it, because when you washing your hair, it's like I feel like you need it more separated. You need it to be more in sections because it's like clumps of hair here and there. It's like I feel like I'm either pulling something or I'm not really getting it how I need to get it. So I prefer sectioning my hair before I wash my hair. But I'm pretty sure there'll be times where, you just get really tired and it doesn't sound like a bad idea to just split it down the middle and, go for it. And then do the sections after. I see people doing that as well. And I'm like, I don't think that's a bad idea. Because I wait so long before I wash my hair, which is like highly controversial and you'll get like supremely critiqued by it. But that's why I also do like try to do like extremely clean parts because like I said, I haven't washed my hair in like anywhere between, you know, a month to Lord knows what. So, yeah. And I noticed like the lock method people use. I'm just like the reason why I love products. Like you won't see me using a lot of products, but I actually really love products. Like it's just that lately some of the products have given me like allergic reaction, kind of like I'll get a headache, or like that's the main thing. I'll get a headache. And so like it's like a really bad headache like that I've never experienced before. Like I generally don't even get headaches. So I kind of noticed that lately, like the products that I've just tried, like I went on a spree and just like tried it, like a sample of it, and it was like, whoa, dude. Like it gave me a severe headache and it kind of got me scared to use products. Even though before, like I never really had a problem with products. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah. So I pretty much have done like 3 different processes. I did like the wash, and then once I did that, I kind of, the blow to straighten my hair. I did the blow drying. I did the pressing it at like 400, which was kind of like a mistake, like by accident. And now I'm going in and I'm doing it at 450, which I know is going to get my hair a lot flatter. And I also have another tool that I use sometimes in order to get my hair a lot flatter, which I will probably end up showing on here. But as far as this, like, I really just am making a channel to just really record my routine, like what I'm doing, like, and I feel like it's for the people, but I also feel like it's for me too, like, and who knows, like, I may have a daughter in the future, and I don't know, a son, who knows, like, I don't know, but a niece, a nephew. People probably like, okay, a nephew. You could be a straight dude and still do your hair, or I don't know about do your hair. You probably have somebody else do it, but like be concerned about your hair. And it's straight dudes who like, long hair. So this way I'll also be able to see, excuse me, hold on, it takes for me to do this. What is this video good for? Like I said, like for me, when I press my hair on days, sometimes I like to find somebody else who's doing the same thing. And I feel like pressing your hair and trimming it is like the best times to watch somebody else. Or because I don't know, it's just it takes a longer process, but not a longer process than washing, but it's kind of calming, like, and you don't really have as much pressure as you do when you're washing your hair. So it's like, okay. And when my hair is pressed out, oh, I could really see the spots that I've been working on trying to grow back for a minute. But when my hair is like poofy, yeah, I can't see that. So let me get this piece out. But that's gonna be a whole nother video. I'm not even gonna deal with it right now. Because from what I did, like, it's very much still puffy. Like, the roots are very much still puffy. And I'm not gonna lie, like, usually when I press my hair, I'm like stretching my words out so I can make sure that you can hear me. It's not that I literally talk this white all the time. It's just that I try to emphasize. I try to emphasize so that you can hear me. Um, I usually press my hair out, a couple of times, and I'm just like, what's up with these videos right now? Like, it's telling me that the duration is like 8 seconds. Like, who clicking on the video and then like clicking off like real fast? I guess. Like, okay. It's been like that with 2 of my videos. Like the first two, not the first two, but a couple of them. It's like Oh, somebody like literally clicks on it, and then I don't know if it's a glitch or something's actually going on. I don't know. Like something's clicking on it and it's playing it for like a couple seconds and then it's getting off. Like, I don't know if that's somebody's strategy or if that's just something that's happening for some odd reason. I don't know what it is. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a bobby pin real quick to help me kind of organize this just a little bit better. The plastic clips are way better, but of course, and I have some metal ones over there, but they're not cleaned enough. And I'm not gonna go through that, and I want to do this right now. So hold on, my nail. Ooh, it's time to repolish. Okay, should have did it before I started this, cause this one's a little bit chipped, and it's long, and it's like the side is chipped. I'm like, okay, maybe I should go get that fixed somehow. I don't know, because I haven't had them fix my real nails ever. But now that I'm trying to really grow them, remember at the beauty shop how they blow it? I like when they do that. Or your mama, she be like, it just makes you feel so, it just makes you feel like so much better. Like, okay, yeah, get that heat off me, get that heat off me. Baby, woo, stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Girl, who you playing with? Let me stop. It's like, it's much silkier, right? It's much silkier. And you know, it's going to be much more silkier. Because like I said, I kind of tend to break the rules and like go over mine a couple of times. But I wait so long after that. Like, I'm not really messing with it. Like, I'm not, you know. But there has been times where I will do it like every other day. I don't recommend, but you know, it's not getting a perm. I feel like I need to go get that new brush. This is a bit ridiculous, but this is like, I love this brush. And I have one just like it that's new, but I'm like, So. And I know, like, with these hair videos, it kind of like, you know, people kind of just skim through most of it. And I'm not really being extremely entertaining right now. Like, not now. Like, right now, I'm just doing what I do with it. Once I get my routine down, then I could be like, yeah, boo. Yeah, boo. Like, careful. I don't even be saying boo like that. Sounds so cute, just not really me. The roots. The roots is the hardest part. Like, I know I'm really not getting the roots. Like, I feel that they're like, but I feel like this is really good too because it kind of cleanses through your hair. It helps get rid of anything also that is like still in there. Any loose hairs that are trying to fall out. This helps kind of get the rest of them out of there. So yeah, in my videos, like if you don't watch all of it, that's cool. But somebody's watching it because if somebody watch it and they say some of the same tip that I said that was within my video that most people don't really say or talk about, because some of the stuff that I say, I don't hear other people really saying. So then I'll be like, okay, well, I guess you got that part. Because sometimes it's like the little stuff that, people can, seem to skip through really quickly, but they can catch something that's actually like, oh, that's kind of different. And then it just like turns into a thing. So, yep. And as you can see, I'm not just like I was saying, I'm not gonna just put the oil on my scalp and let it flow down. I'm gonna kind of glide it over the actual all the hair strands as much, not as much as possible, but lightly. Because I'm somewhat using the oil as a heat protectant, which a lot of stylists and everybody is probably going to be like, no, baby, that's not how you do that. But like I said, I'm a little odd, and that's just how I do it. I'm not saying that I'm not still learning and that I might not change it, but this really is what I do, and it doesn't really bother me. Now, if I start to see it affecting my hair in a negative way dramatically, of course I'm gonna be like, oh nah, oh nah, oh nah, Baby, that seemed like, ooh, feels good though. Like, And you know, I know some people are like, it's not how your hair feels and all that. You know, I get the whole mechanical thing, but sometimes for me, the way it feels is also important. It's just like using one of those basic senses, as far as I'm concerned. Like you're gonna have to, you know, feel, see, touch, smell. Yeah, can pretty much apply that to hair as well, as far as I'm concerned. Then I be seeing girls like, it feel like they just be like popping up. Like, girl, how did you do your hair in like 5 hours? I'm not gonna lie. It take me, like you have seen, it take me like 3 days, 4 days. Like I'm just I don't know. But then I'll be the same one. Like, oh, I gotta do everything all in one day. That is really my plan. But I'm like one thing I really like to make sure I do is wash and blow dry on the same day. I do not like to blow dry on a different day because it feels like, oh, that don't feel right at all. It feels like I just made a big mistake. But if I ever had to deal with that, I'll show you guys. I'll let y'all know. I'm kind of hoping I don't ever have to go through that because I feel like it was overwhelming to me to do it like that. Because once I let my hair dry, it seems super kinky. Like it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't matter if I put it in a braid or a twist or a stretched out style. It still just feels super, super curly and kinky and dry. And it's just like, no, it's really not having it. And I just love, oh my gosh, being able to get through this. So we'll see. I like, I have this other brush that I bought and I've been like using it while it's still. I have this right here. I think I showed you on the other video. But it's like, it's a small one of these. I feel like it's like a dimming brush kind of wannabe. But this is Annie. Who can't like Annie? What? And it's small. It's cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. So yeah, I feel like it's a little rough though, but I will try to use it a little bit. But so far, this is my one right here. Like I just love this, and it's like They're like little zigzags. I thought that was like really interesting, and I like that. So if they start talking about the brush with the zigzags, yeah, I want to see views on here because I feel like you watched this video, you seen this part. I feel like my way of doing this is like just like kind of old school. I feel like it is old school. And it's like sometimes I do feel a little bit nervous because people are like, yeah, you do not press your hair with oil. That's like literally burning your hair. You don't do that. Like, that is totally wrong. Everybody says to press your hair with serum, but I'm like, I don't have a problem with using serum either. But sometimes I use oil. I do not have a problem with serum. It's just like I just have to find the right one for me because all of them definitely are not equal. And it's like I do not want to be messing with nothing that's gonna give me a headache. If you know what I'm saying. So I already know, like, if I was at the beauty shop or this was one of those just trim it all off YouTube video, like, it would be like trim this much off, and it would be like, where's the other one? Probably like, oh well, because this one is a little bit higher, so it'd be like trim that there, and then that would mean you need to trim all the way up here. So it's like they're kind of on their own path. But I guess if you really look, it's kind of right here. So it's not that much that you would be taking off, but you would be surprised. Like those little inches, baby, it seemed like, I'm sorry, people have been saying, oh, it grows back and it grows back so fast. Nah, I kind of disagree a little bit. Now, for somebody whose hair has been long, and I'll show you pictures, my hair was like to here. And I just literally started cutting and cutting and cutting. And, just doing a basic trim until it got like way up there. And I'm like, oh my God, like I was literally just cutting my hair. And now I'm like 10 inches shorter. Like it can become kind of addicting. And I went from being somebody who hated cutting my hair to just looking at my ends and being like, okay, well, whatever. Nah, I'm kind of not using that method anymore. Like now I'm kind of like going against all the rules. Like right now, I have plenty of split ends. Like I do. But am I going to do anything about it? Nope. Don't watch me because I'm right about everything that with the salon. You do what they say because that would be the best thing for you to do. Watch me because I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you like, okay, pretty much if you break rules, what's your hair gonna look like? Is that crazy? Yes. But do I feel okay? Yes. If I had to learn, then that's what it is. I will feel bad, but this is just how I'm doing it. I'm like, what more do you want me to do? Like, I really listen to people. I listen to people when they're like, cut your hair, girl, cut your hair. I hear a lot of YouTubers be saying that. And a lot of it's nothing. I disagree. You talk about a female who used to cry every time when I was younger. I used to literally cry when I was getting my hair trimmed. Like I had a good beautician. Like she was off the chain. Like I love that lady. I really did. Like my first black beautician that I went to, like every 2 weeks. And she would literally be like shaking when she would be cutting my hair because she knew that I was a crybaby about it. It's funny how I was a crybaby about trimming my hair, but when it was time for me to go natural, I was like so excited. I never cried when I cut my hair. Now when I got my TWA in high school, I had about an inch of hair, and when I got two fades, I didn't cry on either one because I was ready, and it was like I felt like I knew what I was going for at the time. I felt like I knew why I was doing what I was doing, especially the first time. The other times I was kind of lost, but I feel like I still didn't cry. I thought I was doing the best thing for me. And the reason why y'all don't care about all that. Anyway, it's crunchy still, and I think it's crunchy because I know why. It's because I'm like I said, it's harder to do your own hair, but because you're not hitting them roots as good. But like I said, that's why I do it a couple of times. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I do it again. I don't recommend it. If you could do it good one time the first time, then that's a wrap. Like you good. That is the benefit of going to a hairstylist to me. Like, if you go to a hairstylist that's going to treat you right and treat you good, you're not one of those ones that they discriminate against. Because I'm telling you, I will be one of the ones they discriminate against, but I could watch the person's hair that they did right before mine, and it was like they did a fucking, excuse me, they did a beautiful job. It looks super professional. It looks like they did not rip their hair out. There's like hardly any strands on the comb, but then somehow when they get to me, there's like a whole three baby head bushes on the floor. And I'm like, no, I know that person was natural too. I feel like because I'm skinny and I look young and I have a young vibe, like sometimes people be just like kind of hating on me, and I don't really be down with the clique as much as everybody else, apparently. And so, you just have to find that person that really likes you. And I feel like most of those people have just gone before me. like my hair beautician, I think she passed away like at 32 from cancer or something like that. And I'm like, I was really sad when that happened because I felt like she really cared about me. Like, I don't know about me, but I really felt like she cared about my hair. And, I feel like she also had like a really good spirit. So I'm like, why are all these good people be getting cancer? I'm not feeling that. Like, what's really going on? But I rebuke that. I rebuke Satan giving these good people cancer. I hate that. It's just like, I've seen so many good people. They were like, oh, they have cancer. They have cancer. Like, I've literally been in a building where 6 people just like ended up having cancer. And I'm like, is there something in the walls? What's going on? Like, and most of them were all like the nicest people in there. I need to start being rude to you. I need to start treating y'all like crap. You know what I'm saying? Because all that being nice apparently giving people cancer around here. So watch how you talk to me, yeah? Stop spying on me. Huh? Where my views at? Where my views at? Baby, I need to start being rude. Like, nice people they doing something to nice people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to be in the middle. I can't be too nice to you. But I don't want to be too mean to you either because I don't believe in all that evil stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I love my hair, dude. I love my hair. And when it gets long, which I'm planning on, I'm gonna love it even more. Yeah, but I started over 3 times. I started from the bottom 3 times. So don't look at me like, well, why her hair ain't grow? Why her hair ain't did nothing? Why she been doing this for so long? And I don't know. And I'll tell you one thing, I ain't really studied too hard those couple of times that it did grow, and it was about the same length that it is right now. So please don't come for me. Cause I ain't seen you. Huh? Let me stop. I think the reason why I like kind of I started to become a little more interested because like my best friend, like as I was doing his hair, I've seen it for so long, and it was like it really was kind of at a stagger, like for some time. But I have my opinions of why it was at a stagger because I told him, stop letting these girls braid your hair. Everybody who say, oh, I know how to do hair, you know how they be saying, I know how to do hair and all this, but they be the main ones who have like, I'm not talking about because 6 months you didn't do your hair. Now, my best friend, last time I did his hair probably had been up for 6 months. And let me tell you, boo, there wasn't hardly any, baby. Now he the type of person who like to see how much hair I'm telling you, it was this much hair. And he got hair. Trust me. When I got through doing his hair, I showed him. I said, this how much came out. Because I was proud of that. And I was just like, he was like, okay. And yeah. So I was really motivated. And also I noticed that I noticed his hair was like starting to literally grow. Like when those females got out of his head and stopped ripping out his hair, because that's what I think. They combing it extremely hard, braiding down hard, just trying to get the brush through. They're not really doing it with love and care. It's just trying to get the brush through. When they stopped messing with his hair started growing. When they stopped I told him, don't let nobody else do your hair. Just wait for me. And I've been working and doing stuff, so I couldn't really always just get to it. But he did. He waited on me plenty of time. And we was just getting the process down. And baby. Oh, that boy look like Black Jesus. I said, man, hold up. Your stuff growing kind of fast. Like, I think you might be me, but I don't know. Probably not, but you look like you could. It could. Like, if it do, boy, you gonna make me cry up in here. Like, oh, I just be looking at him. He said, baby. They was like, ooh, that's your hair. Ooh, that's your hair. That your hair, girl. I said, yeah, baby. Tell him we finna grow that boy. We ain't finna play no games with him. We finna grow that. They cannot mess with us. These girls gonna be hating. Like, how you do that? I don't know, but just know it's working for him. Shoot. Baby. Woo! I tell you, you looking like Black Jesus. See, they started hating then with they dusty, crusty, you know what's. Anyway, but yeah, I said, oh, let me take a picture. Let me take a picture. Baby. Polaroid moments. The front, the back, and let me get a mental visual. Like, I'm just looking at him like, he like, yeah, putting on his ring, he look good. Baby. But anyway, yeah, so his hair was amazing me. So 6 months, I'm not gonna really complain. I didn't show y'all how much I had lost, but I think I'm gonna say that for the next video. Cause that's kind of crucial. I think that would be a good time to show y'all, like, cause his hair to him was a big deal. It was like he used to have long hair. That's what he told me, and a couple of things had happened, and you know, with other people trying to be in his head and different things, and so it was just growing back. That thing grew by 4 inches, boy. Cause I was thinking to myself, I think your hair is gonna like, is it going? I had faith, but I was also like, what if this is just like pretty much the overall general length that it's pretty much gonna be? But at the same time, I was like, I feel like it could grow though, and I was so shocked. It grew. It grew like 4 inches. What? And it felt so soft. But yet it was still thick. It was just, I was excited. I was so excited. But like people with longer hair have always motivated me. Like growing up in school, I always seen the girls with longer hair, and I always like ask them questions. I talk to them, and just like like what do you use on your hair? What did you use? What? And they be telling me, and I be like, ooh, thank you for blessing me with that knowledge. Like so. But a lot of them, of course, at that age, your mom is really taking care of your hair. But what it was such a good experience for me to see because, like, everybody was saying black girls don't really grow long hair. Our hair, just pretty much stays to our shoulder. Which, if I had a haircut to my shoulders, I feel like my hair would be just as beautiful. Like, it would probably feel super healthy, look good. But I'm just not ready for that. I don't want that. Like. But yeah, I would ask them, and I saw like at least 4 girls, probably altogether like 10 females that were African American that had really long, beautiful hair. Like I'm talking about like at least belly button length and all type of textures, like extremely thick, my texture, a little more silkier but long. But these were all like African American females. Like a lot of them were like just my skin color, my texture hair. Actually, that's really what I saw, and that's what really motivated me to think that I could grow my hair. And it was like, it's not me wanting to be a white girl. It's me wanting to be a black girl with long hair. If God blesses me and gives me that opportunity to have it. It's an attractive thing to men. It's an attractive thing to people in general. Like, but I'm pretty sure there's people who like shorter styles, but for me, I'm kind of just a little traditional. I feel like I look good, with a fade. I ain't gonna lie, but I also feel like I'm meant to have long hair. My regret is that I didn't really take a lot of pictures when I had a fade. Like, even though I had a fade twice, you know what I'm saying? Most of it was when I was in the hood and I really wasn't taking pictures in that time period in my life. But I do have pictures with like a little TWA, you know, but I really wanted some of the fade because that boy, I was looking good. You know what I'm saying? For a fade, like I felt like I'm cute out here. Like I mean, I'm getting my tomboy on real quick, dude. I'm looking kind of cute though. Like I like the fade. It was kind of like the in between stages that I really didn't like that much. But like My best friend was the first one to give me a fade. I did my TWA in high school. Then my best friend, I started to cut my hair off, and then it was looking kind of ridiculous. And I was like, "Can you give me a cut my hair?" Because and he sat down. He was mad. He was mad. He was like, "You was looking fine." Now, man, you still gonna love me, boy. And he cut it. He gave me a fade. He was the first person to ever give me a fade. That was when he was yeah. That was when we was together, but then we just became friends. So and yeah, I used to braid his hair. That was where I got, some practice. I was so happy, like he had hair. I was gonna be able to play in his hair. I was gonna be able to braid his hair, like ooh, cause you always don't have a female on site or people who would even trust you with doing their hair. But since he was a dude and he had hair like that, he was growing out and he had braids. Like I was so excited. Like yes, I'm gonna be able to do his hair. Be able to try to do his hair. Yeah. So it was one of those moments in life. I got lucky. I don't know why I'm even talking so long. I know ain't nobody about to watch no 57 minutes straight. Like you gonna put this on pause and then come back to it later, or you just gonna be like, girl, girl, you know who be saying that? Like what? Beyonce, Beyonce, like girl bye, girl bye, girl bye. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry for telling the truth on you. Girl bye. Shouldn't been out here with all that clowning. Shouldn't been out here with all that. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me not get too hyped up. And right now, this just is not the brush because you can still see. You see how crunchy it is, even though it's straight. It's still like it's still crunchy because there's still like semi kinks in there. This is a good brush, so it don't matter. If I use another brush or that other brush is probably gonna do the same thing. But if I find one that doesn't, oh yeah, baby, you gonna know. Cause I'm gonna be like, that brush is magic. But I just think it's because, like I said, I'm not really hitting the roots perfectly. I'm hitting them a little bit, but I'm not hitting them perfectly. And you know, my hair is just kinky. It's just naturally kinky. So it's like, it's really not trying to be straight. I'm forcing it. But I do notice, like, the better you get to the roots, the easier it is. And that's why I said that is the benefit of going to the beautician, because they gonna hit them roots. They gonna hit them roots. That's like one thing they be working toward. If they ain't working toward nothing else, they gonna get that, because they know that's what makes a lot of the difference. That's what you're looking for. So. So that's something I would just have to work towards to get better at over time. But yeah, it's not really just that easy for me. Okay. So we are an hour in. An hour in. I feel like it's taking forever. So yeah. It feels like how it looked the other day, but the other day it was like more, it was more like crunchier. I can run my hands through it. And now it's also, of course, more shinier because the oil. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this. And I will come back and show you when I'm done. Okay, so this is basically the result after I used another tool to get it a little bit straighter. And I think that one is not going to get completely straight like most naturals, but I think the things that could make it get a little more straighter is because I feel like puffiness in here. So I feel like if I take my time and go through it a little bit slower, I also feel like maybe if I use a serum, that could make it be a little more silkier. But right now, it's just like, I feel like compared to the last video, it's like a little bit straighter. Of course, it's shinier because there's oil in it, but I still feel like it's kind of puffy. I feel like the best way to get the flattest result is probably going to be 100% the hair salon, the beautician. However, I have not incorporated, what I just said, and I haven't really tried a numerous amount of times to know. So I'm gonna try that one of these days, and we will see. We'll see what happens. So that's it, and thank you guys for watching.